Daytime baseball coming at you on MLB Network from Petco Park in San Diego. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. At the plate, Lorenzo Cain. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one. A bouncer to the left side. Headley's got it. And a good throw gets him one gone. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. This is pulled into right, and he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Here's Ryan Braun now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Two out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Missed with a slider.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitch.
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this, your first at bat of the year? Kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at bat, home run. Not a bad way to start.
Domingo Santana is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three, and the inning is over. Brewers do. Stepping in, Jose Pirela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner towards second. So this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Next to the plate for the Padres, Corey Spangenberg, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. VR scoops it up, and there are two away now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Smoke toward third. Shaw fields it cleanly on to first, and can you believe it, a three. Digging in now for the Brewers, Travis Shaw. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
The catcher, number 9.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Down and away, ball one. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
1-2.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Into the box, Orlando Arcia. First pitch of the at-bat. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. The 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Spangenberg has it. Throw in time and the side. Here's Will Myers. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's a .417 hitter. He's taken him deep once. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kane is after it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Chase Headley. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first, a 3. Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So an inning-opening single kicks off their half of the third. So here now's the pitcher, Jimmy Nelson, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lorenzo Kane. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. In is Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ryan Braun. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. So here's the cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-1 the count now. Braun stands at second with 2 gone. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 2 runs on 3. Digging in, Freddie Galvis. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. The pitcher, Dinelson Lamet, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one. On to first. So they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play. Riding in once again, Jose Pirela hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
The 2-0 on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yelich is under it, and the inning is over. Padres leave one. Ready for another chance? Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. And a fastball just a bit up. Here now the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Digging in to try it again. Manny Pena comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. In there, and it's even at 1.
1-1.
High in the air down the right field line. Myers on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The batter, number 3.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Orlando Arcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Sliders in for a strike. Arcia, 23 years old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. On in order are the Brewers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Leading off the 4th of the Padres.
Digging in now for San Diego, Corey Spangenberg. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Villar is up with it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
The batter.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Arcia gloves it. On to first, and they don't come any easier than. So stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The pitcher, number 52.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Jimmy Nelson. He popped out in his first trip. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Count remains at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Throw gets him, 2 down. In now is Lorenzo Cain, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. In is Christian Yelich. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
0-1.
Grounded to first. Hosmer has it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's Chase Headley. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Manuel Margot. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Margot is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Santana has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now to the plate, Freddie Galvis. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Ryan Braun now.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ryan Braun.
Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now. Domingo Santana, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another 0-2 coming. Rounded down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Manny Pena is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. In now is A.J. Ellis to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dinelson Lamet. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw gets him 2 down.
Up next for the Padres.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Pirela. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Here comes the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3. Striding in once again.
Leading out for the Brewers, shortstop, Orlando Garcia. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres.
Here's the first pitch to him.
37.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Margot is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 5.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, but it bends just foul into the second deck. A swing and a miss at a ball down. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Digging in once again, Jimmy Nelson, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Ready once again, Corey Spangenberg. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ready for another chance? Eric Hosmer, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Here's Will Myers. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kane going back, still going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Two-run home run off the bat of Will Myers. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Friars are back within a run at 3-2 now.
Yeah, he had the right idea trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a two-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Into the box, Chase Headley. He'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Shaw will wait on it, and there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Manuel.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Kane is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the two-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Brewers 3. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Lorenzo Cain, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Here it comes. Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
The 0-2 once more. His fastball down below the knees. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a full count to Kane. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
1-2 for Christian Yelich.
1-2.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Friars 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense would have really helped settle him in.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 46, Corey Knebel.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Knebel, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Outside and low, 3-0. Galvis aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Santana giving chase. 1 down.
Now batting, number 37.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, number 37. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Galvis heads for the plate. And a relay to the plate. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the 8th. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Pirela. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's 1 for 3. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. Lined into right field, and it's going to get down. A base hit. Coming in to score easily is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Here's Will Myers.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now on deck, the dangerous Chase Headley. Here it is, the 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The relay, too late, and he's safe at third.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Matt Albert is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Matt Albert.
Here's Chase Headley as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. In his career, Headley is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Domingo Santana. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Margot's on the move. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He doubled his last time through. And a curveball in for a strike. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
The catcher, number 9, Manny.
So coming to the plate, Manny Pena. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. A ball and no strikes. And now pitch on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 out, nobody on. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. A big crowd here downtown. 42,445 on their feet in San Diego. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it. And the Padres move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. 5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Friars came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Number 37 claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious San Diego Padres. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Brewers, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. Starting in the National League West, the Brewers catcher, number 9.